connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Alright, want to come bet. Everybody have to get internet. No community access point. Connection coulda day or night. And we've got public Wi-Fi, hotspot, and a touch you training, we got that. Enabling those in need, connecting us to technology. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you.
Come on, country people. Not say, say morning bright. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. All right, you sound like how me know you're supposed to sound. Now, I am not prepared to wait on the MP all afternoon. The function should start what time? And what time is it now? All right, so we're going to begin. Shall we have time for the national anthem? Wait. Come.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice fruits be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us visions lest we perish. Knowledge centers, heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, land we love.
Please remain standing as I invite Pastor Peter Simpson to start this procession or this function with a word of prayer. However, a little bit about Pastor Simpson. He is currently a minister of religion. He serves as a justice of the peace. So if you need any document stamped or so, once he knows you, you know that you can call on him. And he's also a parent mentor with the National Parenting Support Commission. Pastor Simpson, please invite the presence of the Lord.
Thank you very much. We'll bow our heads in prayer. Father, we thank you for your mercies. We thank you for your tender kindness. God, we thank you for journey to be here this afternoon. Oh God, we come to you as a people, as a nation. We thank you, oh God, for this initiative. Oh God, for the great launch of the Wi-Fi in the community of Rose Hall. Oh God, you said if we need wisdom, we should come and ask of you. We thank you for the wisdom, for the knowledge and the understanding that you have given to, oh God, to these set of people, even to consider us. Oh God, we thank you for whatever is going to be said and done this afternoon. Oh God, let everything be done in honor and glory of your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Thank you, thank you. All right, people of Rosal Square, good afternoon once again, and thank you for being here. I am seeing some lovely students in the crowd. I'm happy to see that it's such a big turnout from the Rosal Square Primary. Rosal School Primary and Infant. Rosal Primary and Infant. All right, thank you. The lads are looking smart and the ladies are looking quite elegant. So the teachers, you're actually doing a wonderful job. So at this time, I will invite our CEO, Dr. Daniel Dawes. All right. All right, no problem, sir. All right, moving on. So at this point in time, I'm going to invite Mr. Andrew McRae, our financial controller from the USF, to come and bring remarks on behalf of the USF. Sir Andrew.
him welcome.
Make him welcome.
Good afternoon, Rosal Square. Rosal Square residents.
That's right.
I'm Andrew McCrae, Financial Controller from the Universal Service Fund, here to bring you greetings on behalf of the fund. Now, I would like to acknowledge first our CEO, Dr. Daniel Dawes, the Honorable Frank Witter, Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Member of Parliament for North East St. Elizabeth. Oh, sorry, is that not on the paper? Sorry. For the Reverend Paul Neal, who brought us Southeast, what's on the paper? No, Southeast St. Elizabeth. Mr. Alric Miller, Parish Manager, SDC. Ms. Sharon Copeland, Vice Principal, Rose Hall Square Primary School. An infant, Acting Principal. Okay. Mr. Albert Williams, Councillor, Southfield Division. Mr. Donald Simpson, Councillor for the Malvern Division. Residents, children, one and all. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the fund. The Universal Service Fund was started in 2005 under the name Universal Access Fund. In 2012, we changed the name to the Universal Service Fund, and that brought us the latitude to do more projects. We are an agency under the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport. We are headed by the Honorable Darrell Vaz, who's the Minister of that ministry. We are celebrating next month our 19th year, and over that 19 years, we would have done over 1,000 projects executed. So our mandate is to provide internet, to bridge the digital divide by providing internet and other ICT resources to the unserved and underserved across the length and breadth of our nation. To achieve that mandate, we would have had several flagship programs, of which the Community Wi-Fi program is one. In this constituency, we would have done to date 3 other launches: the Malvern Division, the Trial Division, and the Warm Minister Division. This is our 4th in the constituency that we'll be doing today. There's a 5th one planned for Russell that is to come. So, under the Community Wi-Fi program, we would have done over 250 projects to date, right across the length and breadth of the island. 312. We have a public Wi-Fi program also, offering that we would have done almost 30 projects to date. That, when compared, the public, because I want you guys to understand our projects. Community Wi-Fi is within the communities. Our public offerings is in squares and bigger townships. So within this region, we would have had the Santa Cruz, the Black River, the Junction. To date. We have our island broadband program where we provide internet service via payment of the internet for over 400 institutions, namely schools, hospitals, post offices, library, and police stations. We have our TAP program, the program that I'm very excited about, where we currently provide training in coding to over 260 participants. Within this program, you are paid a stipend every fortnight. At the end of the program, there's opportunity for you to be employed and also gain further scholarships to tertiary institutions. We expect that we are currently in our top 3 program, and by the end of June, we are thinking that we have that graduation of that set, but there's another program to become by the end of the year. I'm saying that to say, get yourselves ready for top 4. It's coming. We have our NBI program, where we provide financing to the tune of 1.3 billion annually to provide. So throughout the COVID experience, the government realized that there was a need for internet service right across the island, free access to public institutions, schools, etc., government agencies. So there was an investment made to build a ring around the island to provide access to all of these institutions. We're a major player in our program where we provide 1.3 billion in financing each year. By the end of 2026-27, we're expecting that most of these institutions will be connected. So that's a major program of the government to bridge that digital divide, as I mentioned earlier. We also provide e-learning with $770 million annually for their programs for tablets in schools, where teachers and students gain tablets and computers from that program. We have a scholarship program where we partner with UTEC, UE, Northern Caribbean University, where students who matriculate in programs that we would deem ICT related can gain scholarships to go to those institutions. This is also available to our top program persons once they would have matriculated to those institutions based on what they would have gained from the current program, that the opportunity exists for them to move on to higher levels. Now, the community Wi-Fi program we were launching here in this community, it came out of the COVID experience, where based on the lack of access to internet for our students during that time, the government saw it necessary to start a program where in the initial phase, 3 were awarded to each constituency, 189. That was already completed. We would have moved on to 3 other levels of that program. And from that, we are seeing where now your community is benefiting from that. So it means that students within the community will have access to do their homework, do research, and they are exposed to this, to internet like anyone, anywhere else. We also would expect the residents to benefit greatly. So even the shops and other business persons within the area, they can do their research. We can start an online business if we think that that is where we want to go. So there are opportunities that we are providing through this internet service that we're providing. And this service is maybe free to the community, but not free to the government. So there's someone paying for it. So it means that you need to protect it. You need to use it wisely. You need to ensure that if there's any challenges, you can contact us at the Universal Service Fund for assistance at 926-1727. That's 926-1727. The usage, parents, we would implore that you would guide your children, ensure that they're using the internet for proper services. We don't want anything negative to come from the exposure to this internet. Universal Service Fund is proud of our achievements and what we are continuing to do across the island. We are an agency doing big things. Thank you.
Thanks much, Mr. McRae, for such a fulsome and comprehensive explanation and information sharing as it relates to the programs and the projects that we've undertaken at the USF. This community Wi-Fi launch is also very special because at this point, this Wi-Fi community, this Wi-Fi access point is serving 3 divisions. So it's actually servicing Malvern, Southfield, and Myersville. So that means that many students and residents of this area will actually be benefiting. At this point in time, I'd also like to invite the parish manager for the SDC, Mr. Alric Miller. Make him feel welcome, please.
Thank you very much, Chair. The Honorable Frank Witter, Member of Parliament for St. Elizabeth South East, in his capacity as Member of Parliament. Councillor Donald Simpson of the Malvern Division and also Deputy Mayor of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. Dr. Daniel Dawes and his team from the USF. Miss Sharon Copeland, Vice Principal of the Rosal Primary School, and her team and students, residents of Rosal, special invited guests, other stakeholders, good afternoon to you all. I stand before you today with great excitement and pride as we embarked on a very transformative journey together. Today marks the launch of a project that we can all agree will revolutionize connectivity in this community of Rosal, and that is the introduction of free Wi-Fi access for all. Access to internet as we know, is no longer a luxury, but a fundamental right and a powerful tool for empowerment. With this initiative, we are bridging the digital divide and opening doors to endless opportunities for education, innovation, and economic growth. This project, ladies and gentlemen, is not just about providing internet access. It's about empowering our community members to thrive in the digital age. It is about leveling the playing field and ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, has the chance to succeed. But this project is not possible without the support and collaboration of each and every one of you. To the stakeholders who have contributed their resources and expertise, I extend my heartfelt gratitude. Your commitment to our community's development is truly commendable. Let us give a hand for everyone now, please. To the members of our community, I urge you to embrace this opportunity with open arms. Let us make the most of this free Wi-Fi access by using it to learn, to connect, and to create positive change in our lives. Together, let us seize the power of connectivity and embark on a journey of growth, innovation, and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Miller. So, at this point in time, I'm actually going to be inviting Mrs. Sian Madden-Hewitt, who will be representing the Vice Principal, Mrs. Sharon Copeland, from the Rose Hall Square Primary and Infant, no Square, Rose Hall Primary and Infant School. Okay, Mrs. Madden-Hewitt.
Welcome now. Always there.
Let me say good afternoon, everyone. All right, Mrs. Copeland, who is our acting principal, is unavoidably absent, and I know she would love to be here to represent the school, right? Because she would best do so. However, I would have to fill the capacity this evening to add my quote of welcome to you all. So I know amidst us today, we have some special persons. We have our own Brother Peter, who did the prayer. He is indeed our committed bus driver. And we at Rose Hall, we are indeed proud and privileged to have such a bus driver. As you would have seen, they made the titles that he wears. And he's here today to pray on our behalf. Mr. Franklin Witter, indeed, you're welcome. Mr. Alric Miller. All right, the parish manager, Social Development Commission. Mr. Albert Williams, minister, or Mr. Counselor of the Southfield Division. Mr. Daniel Simpson, Counselor of Malvern Division. You're all welcome here at Rose Hall. It is indeed a pleasure this evening to be here at the launch of the Universal Service Fund, and I am seeing where you have bridging the gap, bridging the information gap. And indeed, as a teacher, it is a privilege to have this in Rose Hall, because sometimes you would have given your students researches to do, and they come back. Just as how you give the students the research, it comes back just the same. Why? They don't have any internet connection. So I am so happy that I will not have this excuse anymore, because this broadband would have spread right across the community. So I am happy that our children are more exposed to internet connection. And as Mr. McRae would have said, use it for information, for you to grow academically. Please, students, I'm asking you, that's what it is for. Use it to grow your minds. Use it to grow your academics. Do not misuse it, because we know that to every positive, there is also a negative. So use the positive from it this evening. And I am happy for the turnout of the parents. I know most of the parents who are here, they have students, and I am also extending it to parents to monitor your students, your child, monitor them. If they do choose to use it, monitor them, because we in the classroom, we know more than you know about your students. We know what they're exposed to. So use this as an advantage to help your students to do researches, to grow their minds, and not to do anything that they're not supposed to do at this time. So once again, we welcome the initiative with open heart and a warm, warm welcome from Rosal Primary and Infant School.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Madden Hewitt. So at this point in time, I am inviting to the stage our Deputy Mayor, Council of the Malvern Division, Mr. Donald Simpson. Please make him feel welcome.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Honorable Franklin Witter, Member of Parliament, Minister of Government, hard worker for this constituency. Dr. Daniel Dawes, long-standing friend. I won't tell you for when and for where and under what conditions. I'll just say long-standing friend. And members of his team, members of the community, Mr. Miller from the SDC, man whom we work hard with at the municipality, residents of the community, students, pleasant afternoon to you all. I deem it a tremendous privilege and an opportunity to be in the square here this afternoon to witness the installation of the community Wi-Fi. I want to, first of all, pay tribute to the man under whose initiative it is here. I speak of the Member of Parliament, Honorable Frank Witter, because had he not seen it possible and had he not want to have it in Rosal, he could have always carried it to some other communities, because there are a lot of communities longing to have it. But he has chosen Rosal, and to that we should be extremely grateful. So this afternoon, I want to encourage all of us, as has been stated by a number of the persons who have spoken already, about the use of this very essential facility. We should ensure that we use it for positive things, because we know in today's day and age there are so many distractions. We know how, if these things not properly used, how destructive they can be. We want to guide against that. We want to urge parents to take an interest in what the students are doing. We want to make sure that they are properly connected when they go on it. We want to make sure that whatever they are doing are things that are positive and things that will uplift them, not things that will draw them down, not things that will create all sorts of conflict. And this person is saying, this person said no, this, that person saying that, and you end up with cas, and in the end, the project doesn't really serve the purpose that it is so intended. So use it wisely. Use it to uplift yourselves. Use it to develop yourselves. And at the end of the day, Member of Parliament will be satisfied that it came here. Citizens will be satisfied. The residents will be satisfied. Mr. Dawes, Dr. Dawes will also be satisfied and happy. And therefore, if things come in the future, we can look to Rosal and say, okay, it was properly used at Rosal. We saw the results. Let us do something for them again. So once again, thanks to you all for coming out, and have a great afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. So at this point in time, we have an item from the Rose Hall Primary and Infant School. All right, so I'm going to invite you guys to the front.
evening, everyone. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never find anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all.
All right, give them a bigger round of applause than that, man. They did very well. These children are indeed all. Yes, they are. Very clean. Principal, this is where they always look. Tell me. Yes, clean and nice. So impressed. My only disappointment, I didn't get in the baritone bass. They say they put two bass, one over there, so, and one over here. But give them another big round of applause. Miss Kelly, come, minister. Just hand them a little gift. Picture. That's right. I know minister would prefer a green cup, but all right, give them another big round of applause. All right, well done. Go back to your seat now. All right, once again, we thank you all for coming out, community members. And the experience here this afternoon is not an everyday experience. On our way coming in from Kingston, having sojourned all that distance. All right, no talking about here, no talking. We noticed that there was much patching of the road all the way coming through. Just this morning we stopped by Curfew Home. Have you ever heard of Curfew Home? Teacher, principal and auntie, you ever heard about Curfew Home? Right, Curfew Home is a home where our retired soldiers are housed. We went there this morning and we provide them $1 million project where they have access to the broadband facility. So, being here this afternoon is historical in nature. It may look simple because you're not driving on it as we drove on those nice little roads coming in. But this project would have cost millions of dollars just to install it, to maintain it, and to make sure it stays functional will cost additional millions. Many times the people them say government not doing anything because they not get the money to put in their pocket. Many times them say government not doing anything because all they concern themselves about is themselves and them family. Here it is, the government has spent millions that every child that live within the vicinity can have access to free broadband facility. All I'm going to ask Councillor Simpson and Minister is to make sure you put up 2 gazebos because the children then can't work in the sun. There is no sense you have the facility and there is nowhere for them to sit down and do a little work. So we're asking, if you need my help, you tell me. But you must say that you start something. And if you want additional help, I'll provide the additional help. But I want to make sure that there is a facility where the little baby is there. Hello, you boy. Hey, girlfriend, turn around. Hello, missus. Turn around, turn around. Turn around this way. Right. So I want you to understand that it is here for you. Don't allow anybody from outside the community to come and interfere with it. We did one over in St. Andrew. I won't tell you where. And within 1 day of the deployment, somebody went and stole it, minister. The MP called me back and said, "We must go put it back." I tell her no. It is the residents' responsibility. Because whereas that area got it, there are thousands of, as Simpson, Deputy Mayor, would have said, of other communities that would have wanted. They got theirs and them lose it. Other communities also need to get their facility. But I want to tell you something. The Universal Service Fund did not by itself come here. What the place name again? Me never hear about Rosal before. MP Frank Witter. No top call me. CEO, when are you going to help us with Rosal? And this is the kind of MP I love. I know all of them. Some of them lazy. Some of them not in the business. But this MP, he cares. Give him a big round of applause, all of you. caring MP, and he's a good politician. I know from when he started as a councillor. Other people want to get big work, but they don't want to work. Then in turn, big mayor, turn speaker of the house, and today he's minister of government. Give him another round of applause. Any one of us in this space can be anything in this country. Hard work, ambition, and a clean heart. Frank Minister Witter is an example of a man who can start and climb the ladder. He knows me as Daniel. He can call me anything he want to call me. He never know me as no doctor. But all I'm saying is, wherever you are, please, you can get to the highest. Andrew Holness always speak about, say, we're in born in a what? No, let them answer. In say born in a 2-bedroom house. Board house. You never hear so? And nobody is as dignified as Andrew Holness. Andrew had one of the biggest houses in Beverly Hills. And he born in a board house. He grew up in a board house. The sky is always the what? Always. Don't allow badmouth people to badmouth you. If you have some badmouth people, you know, all they want is for them and them pitney. And not for other people pitney. We are glad to be here to serve you well. If and when the system is down a little bit, please call us. Call your member of parliament, call deputy mayor. We will respond in a very timely manner. The little lady that gave me I want to size a pumpkin, where she is? She gone? Sister Henry, she gone? Right, so make sure you give her a gift. For me can live from town and me go back empty-handed. And she give me one peck of pumpkin and around 6 tomato. I am grateful. So me must make sure she give me go and give her. I want you to give your member of parliament a big round of applause as he comes to address you at this time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dawes. As you said before, I know you for a very long time. And you were not Dr. Dawes then. So it is quite fitting to reiterate what you just said a while ago, that irrespective of how humble your begin is, you can reach the top. And I want to say congratulations to you, Dr. Dawes, for the service that you are providing to us, not only here in Rose Hall, but right across Jamaica, under your leadership of the Universal Service Fund. Also want to acknowledge my Councillor Donald Simpson, who is now the Deputy Mayor of Black River. I am very proud of him because both of us are from humble beginning, and we would have made a lot of sacrifice. And I want to commend my councillor for the work that he has done, not only in this community, but right across the division. Also want to acknowledge the team who is here with Dr. Dawes from the Universal Service Fund. Also want to acknowledge our manager from the SDC, Mr. Miller. Also want to acknowledge the principal or vice principal of the Rose Hall Primary and Infant School, and the students and the other teachers who are here this afternoon. Our community, members of the Rose Hall community, I'm happy to be here with you as we come together this afternoon to launch this program. The provision of Wi-Fi in the community of Rose Hall. And as was mentioned before, there are many, many other communities in the constituency that needs this service. And as we go along, we will be seeking to provide the service in other communities. But I want to say to the people of Rose Hall that this is one of the communities that I would have chosen in the initial stage when I spoke with Dr. Dawes about the communities that he wants to put this service. I remember when I came here at the time when we were doing the launch in Junction, and I toured with Dr. Dawes and the team. I remember when I came to Rose Hall, and he said, okay, we're going to start with 3. I said, I gave him the names of the 3 communities that I want to have them. And he said, MP, no problem at all. We're starting over there, and we're coming to Rose Hall next. We are here today, and I want us to put our hands together for Dr. Dawes and the team from the Universal Service Fund. Also, the minister with responsibility for this division of the Ministry of Energy, Science, and Technology, the Honorable Dawes. He is also connected to this area, Southeast St. Elizabeth. His wife is from Duff House in this constituency. And I know he also has a passion for the area. And therefore we're going to be extending this not only in Rose Hall, but right across the constituency as we seek, as the billboard say, to bridge the digital divide in our communities. I can recall in the period of time when we had and we were impacted by COVID-19, I can recall the challenges that a lot of us face as parents and grandparents in terms of getting our children connected to the internet, because at that time we could not do face-to-face school, and we had to resort to the internet. And I can recall the challenges that the teachers face and the students in getting that linkage. Now we are here today to address that challenge and to make sure that the people of Rose Hall, not only the students, because the adults will be able to access the internet here, all of us will be able to access it. And therefore we are very proud that we are in Rose Hall today to launch this very, very important project. The community of Rose Hall is a very, very important community. A community that has produced many, many outstanding persons. Outstanding police officers, former deputy commissioner from this community, outstanding teachers, and we have some of them with us here who are still in the service, outstanding farmers, outstanding civil servants, outstanding journalists, in all the different spheres of life, Rose Hall has produced. And we want to see this community continue to play its part in terms of the whole development, not only of St. Elizabeth, but of Jamaica. And therefore, this is one of the areas that we are seeking to make sure our students get the kind of connectivity that they need so that they will continue to hold the name of Rose Hall as one of the best communities in Southeast St. Elizabeth. I am very proud to be the Member of Parliament for this community because Rose Hall has always been dear to my heart. And therefore today, I am happy, I am proud to be a part of this exercise. I want to commend Dr. Dawes again and the team. I want to say to the people of Rose Hall, let us take care of this project. Dr. Dawes reminded us a while ago of one of the communities where he would have placed one of these projects. And by the time he left, it was destroyed. I want to say to you, Dr. Dawes, that won't happen in Rose Hall. We in Rose Hall, we understand the importance of projects like these. We understand the cost, and we know exactly how this is going to benefit our people, and therefore we are going to take care of it. So as I close, and as I look forward to the turning on of this Wi-Fi project in Rose Hall, I want to say to all of us, let us ensure that we take care of this project, and as we look forward to other projects, and as we look forward to continuing the development of our community, I know I can rely on the people of Rose Hall. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you very much. Humble giant. Humble man. All right, Miss Candice, where are you? Where are the tablets? Huh? All right, so me and Frank Witter on this side. All right, vote of thanks. And then we are going to be giving out some little gifts to the other children that didn't get from the performance. All right?
Thank you, Dr. Dawes, and thank you, Minister Witter, for those words that you brought to the community. So at this point in time, I'm inviting the Divisional Secretary of the Junction Division, Mrs. Shamara Dinol Holness, to bring the vote of thanks. Please make her feel welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know I'm not from this division, this community, but good afternoon. Thank you very much. I feel most welcomed. It is indeed a pleasure for me to stand here this afternoon and give the vote of thanks. Let me extend a big hearty gratitude to Brother Peter from the Rose Hall Primary for having led us to the throne of grace and officially opening this ceremony. We know you were called at a late notice, but as the Bible said, lay no hand on any man suddenly, but you did it ably, and we thank you for your participation. Thank you. Thank you to Mr. Daniel Dawes and the members of the team of USF. This project has been going across Jamaica, and I, for one, has been checking up on it on the socials. And we see how the communities have been transformed due to this project. So we thank you for having said yes to Rose Hall and are here today to officially open it and give everybody free access to the precious commodity that is now the internet. Thank you to our MP and our councillor, MP Witter, and councillor, our deputy mayor now, Mr. Simpson. Thank you for having envisioned this for Rose Hall. There are other communities that could have been selected, but you decided that Rose Hall should be first in line, and that shows your love and dedication for the people of Rose Hall. Thank you very much. And to Ms. Sharon Copeland from the Rose Hall Primary School and the students of Rose Hall, thank you for your participation. Thank you for your presentation, children. I was not in the vicinity to hear, but I was just around the corner and it sounded beautifully from where I was. So it must have been a very lovely presentation to be standing in front of. Am I right? Oh, I was double checking to see because I knew I have somebody left. And not to feel left out. And sometimes they say they save the best for last. From the SDC, Mr. Alric Miller, we thank you, sir, for your commitment to socially developing our parish and the communities within. I hear that there's a cricket competition still about. Yes, so we thank you for your many participations in the parish. And to the residents of Rose Hall, thank you for being a very gracious audience. You have been on your best behavior. We thank you for that. And everyone, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Dinal Holness. All right, so we have a few giveaways. I hope you guys are actually listening. I'm going to be asking some questions.
No, not the giveaway. Just give it to the children there.
All right, give it to the children there. All right, Miss Kelly.
Right, so give it the mic. All right, so we are going to do the Miss Kelly. Yes, move ahead. Miss Timmy. Paul, go ahead, Miss Kelly. Then we are going to do the unveiling now. Mr. Oh, right there. We are going to do the unveiling now. All right. So so let us walk over now to this sign. Come, Minister.
Universal Service Fund. So we tell them we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation. Universal Service Fund. So we tell them we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Alright, want to stick a bet. Everybody have to get internet. No community access point. Connection coulda day or night.